Hello, wonderful families of St. John the Baptist. Over the next 3 days, you will receive 3 different parts of our plan for the new school year. Today, you'll get the Part 1 presentation on in-class learning and distance learning. Tomorrow's Part 2 presentation will address safety and health. Part 3 on Wednesday will be about procedures and routines. On Thursday, all school parents are invited to attend a family online meeting to discuss the reopening plan. On Friday, we expect decisions from all families about whether their child will start the school year in school or with distance learning. Over the next few minutes, I'm going to talk to you about the importance of our partnership as we go into this unprecedented new school year. Planning for the new school year has been difficult. We told you in our family meeting in June that if we could reopen schools safely in September, we would do so. The reopening and recovery team and its panels have met throughout the summer to plan and prepare for the many different aspects of reopening school, as well as the many different options. We've had to stop and go in new directions because of new guidelines, the increase or decrease in the spread of COVID-19, and the ping-pong legal battle, which we are still not sure is over. The resulting feeling has been a loss of control of an already seemingly uncontrollable situation. I felt it, the stress and fear of our parents, the stress and fear of our teachers and staff, the stress and anguish of my colleagues, and all these feelings within myself. I don't know about you, but denying these feelings hasn't helped. What has helped is preparing for all the potential outcomes and recognizing that there's a lot we can't control and don't know. We're trusting and following the guidance of the best experts. I say this because even now, as we roll out our plan in greater detail, there are questions we can't answer. For instance, we don't know if we will have reading groups in lower grades. We don't know if or how we'll have math groups in grades 5 through 8 to start the year. We'll know these things the week before the start of school, but first we must know the number of in-school students we will have and the number of distance learning students we'll have. Because these numbers, these figures, will determine the space and staff needed and available. Our priority in reopening school is the safety and health of the students and the staff. Our goals are to provide the children with safety, consistency, and some sense of normalcy in their daily school routines and lessons, and to provide equitable learning for in-school and distance learners. Now, equitable doesn't necessarily mean the same. The learning experiences for the children at home will be a bit different from the learning experiences of the children in school. We're putting as many resources as we possibly can into providing our distance learners with support. But I want you to understand where our goals and our priorities are and lie. We are moving forward with our plan to reopen school on August 31st and give families the option of keeping their children home for distance learning. We believe we have developed a plan to safely provide something that more than 80% of our parents requested. And that's the opportunity for distance learning or the opportunity to return to school. To safely pull this off, we need a greater level of cooperation and support from you than we've ever received before. I'm not asking for the same kind of cooperation or support that I've asked for before. In the past, I may have hoped for a solid or strong response from our parents. In this situation, I need every single parent to cooperate or this won't work. I need your children to follow CDC guidelines on face coverings, on hand washing, on social distancing. I need all our children to quarantine for 2 weeks before they enter school. If you have plans to go to the beach or to travel to another state for Labor Day, prepare for 2 weeks of distance learning for your child or change your plans. We expect students at St. John the Baptist to follow the CDC guidelines when they are in school and when they aren't in school. If there's been some relaxation of mask wearing with other people around, this needs to tighten up starting now. Or your children may start the school year with distance learning. If there's been any exposure by any member of your household, we need to know right away. If there's been any exposure by your child, we need to know right away. If your child has any of the symptoms of COVID-19, or for that matter, any symptoms of a cold, we need you to keep your child home, inform us, and make an appointment with your doctor. If your child shows signs or symptoms of COVID-19 while at school, your child will be sent to an isolation room and will not be permitted to leave until you come to pick up your child from school. We will need medical clearance and a negative test result for your child to return to school. I'm not going to start down the road of what happens if there is a positive test result. I'll just say that the specifics will be coming in the different parts of our plan, which places heavy emphasis on prevention and minimization. You will see specific information in part 2. Morning drop-off is going to take some time when school starts. Everyone must be screened before coming into the building. No one is to be dropped off before 7:45 or dropped off unattended. At 7:45, 3 staff members will work their way down the drop-off line and take temperature readings of each child coming to school. The staff may not approach a car unless everyone inside the car is wearing masks. The staff member will have a mask and will keep a distance. The driver should put down the passenger side front window so that the staff member can ask 3 questions about possible exposure and symptoms. The staff member will ask the children to step out so the staff member can take their temperature readings. Once cleared, the kids can go into the classroom and the parent can drive away. But expect a line at drop-off in the first week. It will go faster by week 2. There are 3 areas where we can't slip up. Sick kids cannot be sent to school. Fever-reducing medication cannot be given to children before they are screened at drop-off. A potential exposure cannot be withheld from the school. As a parent of 4 children, I try not to make judgments about decisions that other parents have made. For one thing, I've made mistakes myself as a parent. And for another thing, Each family has its own unique needs and demands, and I don't truly know their challenges. Now, if you do think you know the unique needs and demands in other families, ask yourself this question: how many school parents know your own family's unique needs and demands? This is an extraordinarily difficult period for all of us. We can help ourselves, each other, and our school by being kinder and reminding ourselves to show empathy and patience. You've chosen to send your children to a quality school. But let's face it, there are other quality schools. You chose St. John the Baptist because you sensed something special about this place. The energy in the community. As Catholics, we recognize the presence of the Holy Spirit. I'm sure you too know the feeling of belonging and acceptance. We're blessed to be where we get to feel this way. We're blessed and enriched to have such diversity in our customs, outlooks, and perspectives, in the way we look, speak, and in how we show our ancestral pride, and to be bonded by simple things: love for our families, commitment to giving our children options we might not have had ourselves, need for community. When one day this pandemic is over, I believe we will be able to look back and say that we responded as best we could, that we supported each other as best we could, and that we understood that other families made different choices, and we accepted a compromise for the benefit of everyone. To do this safely and with some grace, amid such ongoing division and anger and difficulty, would be our greatest gift to the children, the school and community of St. John the Baptist.